Welcome, everyone. I'm going to pass it over to my co-host, Leslie.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. This is super exciting.
You're a little bit choppy.
So we're gathered here this evening, all of these amazing products that we have been introduced to and have been life-changing for us. We've got lots of amazing testimonials. And so we'll probably dive into that first, and then we can talk a little bit later about all the individual stuff. So we've got Leah. Leah, you were going to talk about the Optimize. If you can.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sitting outside, so if cars drive by, my apologies that the noise is. It was either in here or in a hockey arena, which didn't seem like a good choice either. So, but yeah, I was gonna just talk about the Optimize, which is the first product that I tried after watching Leslie's journey. And I am somebody who has been living in chronic pain for almost 4 years now. I was in a car accident in July of 2019 and have had issues with my back, my shoulder, and my neck basically since then. Many dollars spent on physio, chiro, massage, all the things. And everything would kind of like help a little here and there, but only for a couple of days. And I wasn't able to fully participate in all the things that I love. I would do them anyways, but I would always be in a lot of pain afterwards. So yeah, it was about, I don't even think it was a week of using the Optimize. And I had been running for a 12-week challenge, and it was not awesome because I was in pain every time I went for my run. But about 5 days in on the Optimize, I went for my run, and halfway through, I thought to myself, oh, this is weird. I don't have any pain. And then after my run, I didn't have any pain. And then I woke up the next morning and I got out of bed, and I could get out of bed without having to like roll on this side and push up on that arm and kind of like finagle myself out of bed. So I kind of just thought maybe it was a one-off, but I have been using it daily for about 6 weeks now, and I am dancing full steam, no issues. I'm back to like all my lifting, my deadlifts, my back lifts, all my things are almost back up to where I was pre-car accident. I'm not quite there in terms of just like bumping up the weights, but I am definitely well on my way. And I was not anywhere close previous to using the Optimize. So yeah, that's my pain journey. And also as a side bonus, I don't get any more headaches, which I'm like a 3 to 4 headache a week person since I was a teenager. So that's magical too.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Headaches can be so debilitating. And that's so amazing. I'm so excited.
I love your testimony, Leah. It's so awesome. Would you share with people when you take it and how much you take it?
Yeah, I take one in the morning on an empty stomach. So I have to take another type of medication on an empty stomach. So I just take both of them together. And then I'll take 2 before I go to bed with the Glow.
Amazing. And when did you start the Glow in on your?
It was probably, I want to say like 2 weeks in. So I definitely was only using the Optimize, and getting the pain results, or the pain-free results, I should say. But yeah, the Glow is super awesome too. My sleep is, I've never been a good sleeper. And since I started taking the Glow, it's, amazing.
Awesome. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the Optimize. So the Optimize is a proteolytic enzyme. So it is like a Pac-Man on rogue protein and inflammation in your body. So when we hear Leah talking about how she's able to run again, this is what this guy's doing right here. It was actually developed for Steve Nash, so getting pro athletes back on the field quicker. But can be really great for injuries, headaches, surgeries. And then actually, Trent, do you want to jump on and share your experience with the Optimize? You're on mute.
Thanks, Penny. Yeah, I'd love to tell you because mine's a little bit different. I had a niggling cough since like the start of COVID. I got a cold. It wasn't COVID, but I got a cold, and then the cough just never fully went away. So whenever I was talking for too long, I would just like have like a and it Benny met me about 2 years after that started, and it drove her nuts. So we started taking the products like in August, and then finally listening to different testimonies from different people, someone said something about allergies and having good results with the optimized, getting rid of allergies like sinus allergies and stuff. And I started taking it. I kind of tripled the dose. I was taking 2 pills 3 times a day for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and my cough is gone. Like after 3 years of having this cough when I'm in meetings and all this kind of stuff, and everybody's, especially when there's certain pandemic things around, people get a little bit sketchy around. So
When you're
yeah,
constantly
yeah, I've got 3 sick kids at home, so that's but yeah, it's been crazy. And on top of that, I've had some shoulder pain for about a year too, and that is like it's non-existent now. And I've just been noticing that the last few weeks. It's like it's gone.
That's so great.
So it's just awesome.
That's so great. I love it. I love it. I love how these products will surprise us with the results. And someone reaches out one day and goes, "Hey, this happened." And you go, "I never even heard of that before. That's awesome." Like, that's the best. While you're chatting, do you want to give us a bit of information about the Enrich? The Enrich is our digestive enzymes. So another amazing product. I know it's done amazing things for me. And I think for you as well.
Yeah, I'll talk about that a bit too. I used to have heartburn all the time, probably since before I had kids, but like right around when I had started having kids, that was like it just went to another level. And no matter what I ate, it just gave me heartburn all the time. And again, of course, Benny noticed that all the time, and she asked me one day, like, "Well, what gives you heartburn?" So I started naming off foods, and it was pretty much everything that I eat. Sometimes if I drink water, it didn't, but that's another story. And then I started taking the digestive enzymes, and within 2 weeks, Benny said to me, actually, she noticed first, like, "You haven't complained about heartburn for almost a week now." And I thought about it, and I hadn't. So it's just been really awesome. And then I lost 10 pounds, more regular. I've always been maybe a little TMI, but a little bit gassy, and it lessens that as well. So it's just amazing stuff. And then one thing I've noticed lately is I've been slacking on my intake of the enzymes, and I've had heartburn a couple times in the last couple of weeks because I haven't been consistent with it. So like I didn't take it for probably like I ordered didn't come in, I didn't have it for like 5 or 6 days, and I really noticed a difference. A little bit gassier, just not as regular. And yeah, it's just an amazing
I'm the
product.
same way. I noticed exactly the same thing. Without, and I was like, I noticed right away. I was like, "Oh no!" Like, or I'll get down to the end of the bottle, like,
it affects so many other things.
One at a time. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's your gut health too, right? So digestive enzymes are also amazing for helping us to digest the food, but then get the nutrition from the food that we're eating as well. I know for me, I'm like a not as regular person in general, and now I'm an everyday person, which is like I thought was crazy. I was like, "Ew, that's too much." And now I'm like, "Oh, it's a thing. It's an actual thing." And actually, to be fair, I know we've talked about this before. You can use it as as a quick method if you have that heartburn and you happen to have one, and you can kind of open it up, put it under your tongue, which I learned because I once put it on my tongue, and it's very it's a powder. So you're like, and then you're like coughing on it. So I was like, under the tongue is a good idea. I did that the other night because I got real excited because I could eat again and my throat didn't hurt. And I was like, "I'm ordering a poutine." And immediately I was like, "Oh, my stomach." So I was like, straight to the, kitchen. I was like 2 digestive enzymes in, and it was like, I want to say like a minute and a half. I was like, oof, like total relief, going from feeling like normally that would be like an hour, let's say, maybe, where you're just really uncomfortable, whatever. And I was like, it's so amazing. It just that fast. I was like, "Oh, this is great." Like, so hopefully you got yours back soon.
I'm doing good
and
now.
You can get back on.
We shared a bottle the other day, so he has his enzymes again.
I've got some. Yeah.
The enriched we're talking about, this is the full spectrum digestive enzyme. So this has 11 different enzymes in it. It's going to help you break down your carbs, your fats, your sugars, your proteins. It's going to help you absorb your nutrients. So a lot of times we say we are what we eat, but we are actually what we absorb. So one of the things that I was dealing with, and I noticed the most, was my iron levels were very low, to the point where I was taking iron supplements, but I didn't notice any difference. And since starting taking the Enrich, I am not tired like I was before. So I still need to get my blood work done again, but I am sure that my iron levels are back to where they should be. And I didn't understand because I was eating all this great food, but I wasn't actually absorbing the nutrients. So the digestive enzyme is going to help you break down your food. It's going to help you absorb the nutrients, and then it's going to help you eliminate all those toxins. So it can help with all things digestion, as we've heard tonight, as well as gut health. So we know that the gut-brain axis is huge, and that your gut is your second brain. So this is going to help heal your gut. And we've had some amazing testimonies from people having different things happen when they start taking the Enrich. One of our good friends, Erica, she no longer gets migraines, and that has been since she was a teenager. So I'm going to share my screen for a brief minute, and I'm going to show you guys a pudding demo. So with the digestive enzymes, we start to lose them as we age. So everybody here over the age of 20? So we start losing our digestive enzymes. We start getting more digestive challenges and issues. So we're going to do a little video to show us how this works. Nope, here we go. We'll find it. You guys know me and my technology.
I'm the same.
All right. So we're going to watch this little video here.
This is my favorite. I love it so much.
Not sure why there's no, so you can see that he's putting digestive enzymes in a pudding pack, and he's going to stir the pudding. It's solid. It's going to start to liquefy. And this is a chunky pudding. It's going to turn it into like chocolate milk. Watch this. See it bubbling? You can really see
that's
the
cool.
time lapse. So this is
that-
processing and breaking down your food.
That's probably about maybe 1 to 2 minutes sitting in there, and that's it.
Yeah.
So you want to take
I
your
love it. I've never seen that
enzyme.
before.
You want to take your digestive enzyme about 10 to 20 minutes before you eat. If you forget, you can take it with your food. Check that out.
Mhm.
So you can take it with your food, but it is best to take about 10 to 20 minutes before you eat. And as Leslie was saying, you can actually break a capsule over your tongue if you have heartburn or anything like that. Next up, we're going to have Beth share about your favorite product.
Okay, hi everybody. So I've got, it's really hard for me to say exactly what my favorite product is because I am at a point now where I use so many, but I'm going to try and run through this really quickly. I started 30 years ago, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and about 4 years ago, and I've always had little bits of osteoarthritis that I knew. So I knew what was coming. About 4 years ago, the osteoarthritis really started to kick into high gear. So about a year ago, I was in pretty rough shape because I was dealing with the fibromyalgia, the osteoarthritis. They were playing against each other and basically making it so that I could barely walk. I couldn't stand for more than 10 minutes at a time without needing somewhere to sit down. It was just a lot of pain, really unpleasant. And then Benny called and told me about Glow. So I started using 3 products right at the beginning. Glow is the collagen, the Enrich, which we've already talked about, and then the Optimize also. And within about a week of starting to use that, I started to notice I wasn't as stiff in the morning. I wasn't in as much pain. My daughter noticed that I was walking like a normal person again, not doing that kind of creak, creak, creak sort of walk. And basically, I feel like I've got my life back. Like I can move and I can walk and I can do a whole lot of things that I wasn't able to do before. Now, it doesn't cure the arthritis or anything because, you know, we don't treat or prevent or cure any of these things, but it certainly made it a lot easier. I'm going to fast forward to about a week and a half ago. Benny knows what's coming. I can see her smile. You may wonder why I'm in my pajamas right now. Well, it's because I'm basically recovering from a full knee replacement on my left knee, which I had a week and a half ago. And I'm doubling up on the Glow. I'm doubling up on the Optimize, because those are two things that are really going to help me rebuild the muscle tissue and the cartilage and the strength in my knees. The Optimize is helping to keep the swelling and inflammation down. And basically, those two are really helping me quite a bit in my recovery. And if any of you are in the Game Changers group, I will be posting pictures when I get my bandage off. I've got about a 6-inch incision, and I can't wait to see what it looks like when they do take the bandages off, because I'm really very optimistic that it's going to look good, because I've been doing all of these things that are going to really help that. So Glow is not only great for joints, it's also fabulous for skin and hair and nails. And I'm just going to mention this one other thing. I hope Benny is going to have some pictures, because it is part of the Mother's Day special, is the Rejuvenate, which is the skincare line. And I started taking that in October when it first came out. And I took a photo when I started and a photo about 5 weeks later, and could not believe the difference. I was blown away. Just so you know, I'm 58 years old, and I know I don't look it. Anyways, that's my testimony for now. I could go on and on, but I'm going to let other people talk.
Oh, I love it, Beth. So awesome. So Beth was talking about the Glow. She also was taking the Optimize and the Enrich. And I'm going to tell you, Beth started the Rejuvenate face cream and sent me her pictures of 1 month, and I bought the skin cream the next day. It's amazing. So I'm going to talk about the Glow. It is my favorite product, and I also have many now. So the Glow for me was the very first product that I tried. I have taken all sorts of supplements through my naturopath, through all different means, and I have never noticed results like I have with the Glow Collagen. So within 2 weeks, I noticed, first, I actually noticed less pain in my feet and my hip. So I had chronic plantar fasciitis since before Maverick was born, and he's almost 8. So over 8 years, on and off, very similar to when Leah was sharing. I tried all the things and I'd get some relief, but it would always come back if I wore the wrong shoes, if it was hot out. And since taking the Glow, I started the Glow at the end of August, I have not had any pain in my feet, which for me is the first time ever that I can remember that I don't have pain in my feet. Every time I wear my Blundstones or my cowboy boots or fun shoes, I get so excited, and then I still brace myself the next day and I have no pain. The other thing that I was really struggling with was I also released quite a bit of weight about 3 years ago. And with that and having Maverick, I have never been able to grow my hair. It would just grow a tiny bit and I would get it cut maybe twice a year, and it would just get shorter and shorter and shorter. And as you can see, my hair is not even on the full screen. And it was at the point where I was actually buying hair accessories to make my hair look like it was more than it was, because I was really self-conscious about it. And my hair was something I always loved. The other thing that happened for me was that my scars from my surgery 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago now, started to fade. So I was telling my friends, oh my goodness, like Beth, if I had the collagen for my surgery, I would have been so happy. So I'm so happy that you have these products for your surgery. And I just love that with these products, you can't help but to want to share the results. So I'm just going to mention a few things why the collagen is different. So we know that this collagen is the best. It has 7 patents. It is unique. It is formulated. We have a scientific advisory board and they have thought of everything. So this is a medical grade collagen. It is very high quality. It has 10 grams of protein per serving. It's collagen peptides, which is the smallest molecule. So it's about a 90% absorption rate, whereas the powder I had been taking for 2 years is about 10 to 20. This also has the hyaluronic acid in it, which is like the WD-40 for your joints. So Beth was sharing that after a few weeks, she was able to move better. So that's what I noticed also with my hip. I have a cranky hip and it would just seize and get tight all the time and be sore. And I don't notice that pain anymore. It would also like crack and do all those fun popping noises every day. And it doesn't do that anymore. So the hyaluronic acid is in there. The one thing that is very unique about this formula is we know that vitamin C makes it more bioavailable. But with the Trinont products, we don't have synthetics. So that means that they are not lab derived. So our antioxidant blend comes from fruit, whereas most come from ascorbic acid. So I know Leslie was just sick. We all have probably seen this little bottle in our cupboards. This is a synthetic product. Your body's not going to recognize it, know what to do with it. So this collagen is bioavailable. So when we are seeing these amazing results, that is why. So that's a little bit about our collagen. Leslie, do you want to share a little bit about our Nourish?
Yeah. So I just started right before I got sick, of course. I was like, I'm going to do a 2-week challenge where I replace a meal with a smoothie. Because summer's coming up, me and the kids, we eat smoothies all the time. So, and I just got a new smoothie maker or a new blender and I was all excited to try it out. You guys should look it up. It's called The Beast. And it's just like, I don't know, something about it's very cool. But I also got the Nourish with some of the specials last month. So I had, 3 different kinds sitting there and I thought it's about time to sort of get into it. And I've heard a lot of people share about weight loss when they're replacing meals with the Nourish. So in fact, Leah, who was just on here, she did a testimony last week talking about how all she did, because she eats smoothies every day anyways, she just replaced her old protein powder with our Nourish. And in like 2 weeks, I think she said she lost 6 pounds. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to try that. So I've been making smoothies every day and it's so nice because I can make a big, huge one and share it with the kids and they can totally have it. And it's so good for them. But I know our smoothie also, or like our Nourish also has benefits for skin and nails. So the whole time I wasn't feeling well, I was still able to get up, make a smoothie. So I've done, a few different ones. Like, I've got the French vanilla, the brownie right now, and the birthday cake. So I'm able to make like mango and vanilla and, coconut. It's like just delicious. It's so good. And it just really like helped to get me through that sickness that I could make a smoothie. I could still swallow. It was so good for my throat. I'm getting really great nutritious benefits. I mean, I had strep throat and it really, although I was sick and not feeling well, the sore throat part of it was probably only 2 or 3 days, which usually it's much longer than that. I feel like it's like a 5 to 7 day thing. So I'm feeling very happy that I managed to like get all of that in there. And I'm just looking forward to like creating, I don't know, all different kinds of things. Smoothies are the best because you can choose a base flavor and like the kids love the banana. We do the brownie batter with like frozen bananas, peanut butter, and oat milk, and sometimes a scoop of yogurt. Like full protein. There's so much stuff going on, and they leave the house in the morning like they're like, oh, they're full. Like they're like, that was a big smoothie. So filling. I'm like, well, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in there. So it's nice because sometimes it can help you without like that battle in the morning where you're like, eat toast. And they're like, I'm tired of toast. You're like, eat a delicious chocolate smoothie. They're like, okay. And they think they're getting a really great treat. And they are, but secretly that you're getting all of these amazing vitamins and nutrients into them. But yeah, so I'm super excited about that. I will let everybody know after the 2 weeks what the results are, but I'm pretty excited.
That's awesome. And Trent and I love using it for overnight oats, the brownie batter. We've got a great recipe and it literally tastes like you're eating brownie batter.
It's so good.
So good.
And another thing about the Nourish too.
Today. Who was that? Someone shared pancakes today. It was like, what? Nourish pancakes. Mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the Nourish also has digestive enzymes in it as well, like built into it, so that really helps with your digesting your food and everything else.
The Nourish
Yeah, and
also
beauty
has something called Oliglow in it, which is the formulation is similar to the formulation of breast milk, human breast milk. So we know that all the benefits of those vitamins and nutrients. So when we say this is a meal replacement, it is amazing. I was on a call and somebody was sharing their testimony, and Beth, I thought of you because they swore by it for surgery, because oftentimes you're not able to get an up and down, but her teenagers could make her a Nourish smoothie. And she said that she has multiple surgeries a year, and she says she heals so well because she's getting all those vitamins and nutrients. The other thing that's unique about the Trinot products is the minerals are chelated. So that means we're actually absorbing them. So I know all of us cannot say enough good things about the products. We've tried multiple different ones. We love them all. So I'm actually going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you guys a few before and after photos. And what I always like to tell people is before you start the products, take pictures of everything. We're talking your veins, your scars, your burns, your beard, your hairline, your stretch marks. Take pictures of it all, because you will be usually shocked. And then make sure you keep taking your photos. So I have a hair photo that I took. I tried on a shirt the other day, and it has writing on it, and I literally could not see the writing on my shirt. And so I went and took a photo, and luckily I had a before photo, and my hair had grown so much, which for me is a huge win. So I'm going to share some photos. All right. Okay. Okay, so we're going to share some before and after photos. These are all people on one of our teams. So we've talked about the collagen. The other one that you want to take a picture of is your neck. I know my friend Karen was like, I never took pictures of my neck. I always made sure it was covered. But she said that her neck is really smooth. And I've noticed that myself. As you can see, scars and wrinkles as well. This is one of my favorites. This is our friend Lori Allen. And I remember seeing this photo before I met her in person. And you know how sometimes you think, is this person real? Well, it is real. And she told me her story. And this is when she was doing something called collagen loading. So you actually take a double or a triple the dose. So collagen, we also start to lose collagen as we age. So if you want quicker results and kind of getting your body up to a regular level, you can load. So I did that my second month. I did 2 shots a day. Okay, then we talked about the rejuvenate and the glow together. I don't have my slides tonight, Beth, but Beth has amazing before and after photos. So make sure you reach out to whoever invited you, and they will show you their before and afters. I do have some. This is Leslie's leg and your veins. And I can remember that you called me after a month on Glow, and you were in tears because of your veins had gone subdermal. Then a new one of our favorite on our team is actually the toothpaste. This is Glenda. I know Leslie and Krista also have some pictures. And then this is Krista. She's not on tonight, but every time I see her, her face is just glowy and dewy, and it's even the shape of her face has changed. It's amazing. Okay, so those are some photos that I wanted to share. And then we're just gonna briefly chat about how you can get your hands on the products. So you can order these products as a customer or as an associate. The main difference is, as an associate, you get a free website. So one of the things I love, there's no fees, there's no quotas, anything like that. You just get a free website, and it's there for you if you choose to love it and give it to your friends to order products as well. So when people ask, I always tell them, always order as an associate because you get a free website. For me, it's a no-brainer. It's also a great way to make some additional revenue. And we have some specials on right now. So we will make sure we post them, reach out to whoever invited you, and they will share them. And you can order any of those as an associate or a customer. I'm going to get Leslie to share because she did exactly that. She had a choice of ordering as an associate or customer, and you chose to order as an associate, and you were taking the products for a couple months. And then do you want to just share your story?
Yeah, for sure. So I was in a bit of a tough spot in my life, and I was kind of it was in the fall, really just not feeling very good, and kind of looking back now, I'm like, I might have actually been maybe depressed for the first time, and I don't know, but I don't know, something about what you said to me, you're like, oh, it's this collagen and it's really good. And I mean, at the time I had no idea the impact that it would have. I just knew I needed something different and I needed something to change, and I was looking for something. And so when it came along, I thought, sure, I'll take this. That's great. Like, who knows? And I know myself. And if I really like a product that I want to get behind it, I might want to share it. So, I had been in other businesses before. I hadn't had a huge amount of success, but I was really hopeful that I would eventually have success when I find the right thing. So I did kind of not change anything except for taking the products for a month. And then on that, fully on that month, I took my after photos, and like you already said, I was totally blown away. I'd never had a win in the wellness space that was so passive and that sort of required nothing except for me just taking the things that I was supposed to take every day. And I think that's key, is like, once you say you're going to, do this thing for yourself, you really need to give it that college try and like actually take it every day and give yourself the chance to have these amazing results. And so when I took my after photos, I was just completely blown away. And then it was just a no-brainer for me at that point. I just started to talk to people about it. I shared some photos, and because it's so high impact, people were really interested. People wanted to try, and it just started to grow and grow. And then for me, the business model was so great that I started to grow, and I started to share for the first time ever in this kind of business for me. And I earned a Jeep really quickly. And so I got the Jeep. And so then I'm like driving a Jeep around, and so it was like really a catalyst for a life change that I've been waiting for years. I've always known that wasn't doing what I wanted to do, but I'm just trying to get by. I think a lot of us are just trying to get by. And there's so much that you have to do on a daily basis as a parent, or even just as a single person. Like, it's just, our lives aren't made for us to succeed, really. And so this idea of like, wait a minute, but I could have joy and share joy with other people and share health with other people and make money doing that, which is just such a wonderful, joyful place. To me, money is an exchange of energy. And this is an exchange of such positive energy. It's so amazing. And I'm just so excited. And now I have all these other people that I can help too. And we're all making money together, and we're going to be driving Jeeps in a little gang. Right, Lori, you're coming up next.
I love it so much. And on that note, I'm going to share just one more. I'm going to share some Jeep photos and just a few other points about the business. But I have to tell you, my absolute favorite thing about the business is seeing other people win. Leslie and I know each other from previous company, and it just brings me so much joy to see you winning in your health, but also winning in business. So let me just see if I can find my screen. There we go.
Yeah, I don't know how many conversations we had in the other business where I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. And then be like 2 months later, I'm like, nothing happened. And then we would be like, okay, I'm going to do it. And this time it was like, all right, I'm going to just go for it. And just because the way the business is and the products are so amazing, it's such an organic thing. It just starts going on its own. So great.
Okay, so here are some pictures of the Jeeps. Sorry, my slideshows seem to be changing all the time here. Okay. See, you can do the business and not be a tech savvy person. So here are some Jeeps. This is Nicole, who was my friend who was doing the business before me. This is Leslie. I can remember like it was yesterday when you pulled up in your beautiful Jeep. And then here is Trent and I with our Jeep. I just power washed my Jeep tonight because we were on off roads playing and having fun with them on the weekend. So I'm just going to go over really quickly just a few different ways that you can earn, but these are all the different ranks. And this rank here is Jade. And this is the very first level that you can earn that Jeep stipend. So that is unique from other companies. So a lot of companies, a car program is way further on. Most of us who have Jeeps got them in our first month. It's very easy to maintain. It is an amazing program. I never thought that I would love it so much. And then these are the different ranks here. A few things I love about the compensation plan. And if you want more information about that, please reach out to us. But I love that first level is really a win. And I've had people do it in a weekend, in a week. It's pretty amazing. And then you can also double dip. So Trent and I are partners in business, but also life. And we can have 2 incomes in our family, which is also unique. So I am at an emerald level here, and Trent is at a ruby. So we are pulling in 2 incomes for our families. We're both single parents, so it makes a huge difference. I'm just going to go over the 7 ways. So there's customer sharing bonuses. So those are commissions from products. There's launch bonuses when you help people get started, which I love. Then we have the 10 and 3. We have the Jeep bonus. We have the team bonuses. We have trailblazers, which you can earn in your first 6 months. And then maximizer bonuses, which are when you're almost at the next level at those higher ranks. So there are some things in this compensation plan that I have never seen before in my 8 years in the industry that make it really unique, really cutting edge, and a place where people can win. So we're going to end there tonight. I just want to thank everybody for coming on tonight. I want to thank Leslie for jumping in and co-hosting with me tonight. It is just so awesome to have you along this ride. Any last thing you want to say to anybody who might be wondering about the products or the business? What would you tell them?
Yeah, I just want to say, like, just go for it. For me, it was like, there's really no risk. So if you try a product and you don't like it, there's the money day guarantee, but you're going to love it. Like, you're going to love something. And if you're going to try it, then, I mean, man, I can't even talk, like, we all know the struggle right now. It's so hard to make money. It's so hard to get ahead. And I think I've had all these dreams in my life, and I've never actually had a way to get to them. So it's like saying, when we win the lottery, but you don't buy lottery tickets. It doesn't make any sense. So it's like, oh, I have all these dreams of these things I'm going to do, but I have zero idea of how I'm going to get there. Now I have an idea. Now it's like, do the work, share these amazing products, keep going in this business. And it's all laid out before you, what you can make, what you will have, and you can actually allow yourself to really dream and to really start to make those things come true. And it's so great to have my kids involved. We talk about which one's next. We talk about what we're going to be building and what we're going to get, when we're going to get it. Like, it's all very, I don't know. It's just such a great family activity for us. And it's so great to show them that the hard work that you put in are the rewards that you reap, and the benefits of being in a group like this, where we all support each other, where we talk to each other constantly, we're pumping each other up. We're like, do you need anything? Can I help you with anything? And then the recognition is huge in regular jobs. Like, I know you just get so tired of not being recognized. And it's not that your boss doesn't see what they're doing, but they're tired and they're not recognized. And it just all comes downhill. Because I was thinking about this today, and I was like, it's so nice to be in a group where we recognize each other. And then the company is like, hey, way to go. There's all these shout outs. You get every time you rank up, you get a little way to go and a little bit, like, it's like, that's the stuff that people need. They need to know, like, hey, you did a great job. Keep going. This is awesome. And so I just think that piece is really big for me right now. It's like such a nice thing to have. So I'm just all for it.
I love it. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. Reach out to whoever invited you tonight. And if you thought of someone tonight who you're like, they need to hear Leslie's story or Trent's story or Beth's story, let us know. We always record them so that we can share with people who might be interested. So have a great night, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good night.